Now let's try and know the merits and demerits of mean. As far as the merits are concerned, the first merit is that it is a very simple method of finding out the average of the students or of the series. Thus, it gives us in a very simple manner the averages that we need to find out. Second is, it is based on certainty because whatever we derive is for sure is right. The third is that the mean that we derive or the average or the central value, the tendency which we have known by finding out through the mean gives us the information based on all the items. The next is that whatever conclusions are drawn, the mean that is derived can be used for further algebraic conclusions. Thus, all the people in the economy, that is the economists or the statistical people, take mean as the most accurate method of finding out whatever they have to, since they can use it for further use by algebraic treatment. And it is best for comparisons. If we have the mean of the series, it is very easy for to understand whether the comparisons which are there are right or wrong. For example, the number of students who are getting marks in maths or in English or in SST, we can make comparisons very well as to wherein the students have got less marks and where they have got more marks. But mean is also not there without its demerits. And the first demerit is that it gets affected by the extreme value. For example, if I say that there are 5 students in a classroom and one of them gets 2000 rupees as his pocket money and the rest of them get say 20, 30, 40, 50 rupees. But when I take out the mean, I will be calculating this 2000 along with these meager pocket money, which means the money which will come out, the mid value which will come out, the central tendency which will come out will be much higher to the number of students getting these kind of pocket money. The second is that sometimes the mean that we derive, that value does not figure in the series at all. For example, if I say the number of students obtained marks are 2 plus 3 plus 7, that is one child has got 2 marks, the other one has got 3 marks, the other one has got 7 marks. When I total up 12 by 3, it means 9. And this 9 does not figure in the series at all. Next is that it gives us sometimes laughable conclusion. For example, in the A section, if there are 50 students and in the B section, if there are 51 students, and I try and find out the mean, I will say 101 by 2, which will give me 50.5. Can half a student be there in any classroom? So thus, this conclusion which has been drawn or the mean which has been derived becomes a laughable conclusion. And sometimes the conclusions drawn are also misleading. For example, the A firm had the net profit, if I say 1000 rupees in 1994, next year it increased to 2000, next year it increased to 3000, whereas the B firm had 3000 in the beginning and 2000 next year and 1000 the next year. The total when I find out of both will be 6000, and thus the average which shall be concluded shall be similar to both of them. But this is not the right conclusion which will be drawn, because the A firm is on its ascending path. It is leading to profit and more profit the next year, whereas the B firm is on a downward trail from 3000 to 2000 to 1000. But the averages of the 3 years which we will derive will be similar. Thus, it is a misleading conclusion.